I zip. I just realized that I'm sitting here not talking. So I have two swap partners. These are supposed to be 4x4s, and I may have cheated. I use quilt blocks. I have quilt blocks, so I use quilt blocks. So trying to decide how I want to put them together, and do I want to sandwich some fluff in between them? And I think I do want to sandwich some fluff in between them. And we're going to do this. I'm not going to sew on my sewing machine, but I think we're going to whip stitch these together. I think we're gonna do some slow stitching. So anyway, there we go. So, is it gonna be pretty? Probably not. It's going to be shaggy. Oh yeah, shabby cheek cheek. So slow stitching. Yeah. The snow is dripping off the house so much it sounds like rain. We were supposed to get some rain this morning between 7 and 9, but we did not. It did not rain. We have so much ice. Napkins, no, these are just fabric pieces, quilt blocks. So um, on Beth's channel, we're exchanging what she's calling a 4x4 quilt block. And so I used actual quilt blocks. I have quilt blocks, and I cut up a quilt block. I cut off the bottom of this and used made my 4x4 squares out of it. And then I'm backing it with just some, actually, it's flannel. I didn't realize it was flannel, but it is actually flannel. And now I'm just going to sew it together, and then will add some more stuff to it, some more stitching and all that. I won't count my stitches like Juju did her 48 stitches of slow stitching and declared no more. I don't mind slow stitching. I don't mind it. I don't want to do it every day, but I don't mind it. You know what? I need to find that spool of thread. There we go. Somewhere, there it is. I was going to say, somewhere I got some thread here because I'm fixing to run out here. So I saw Esther posted that it was supposed to rain in Louisiana. No, it wasn't Esther. It was my friend Kay posted that. It's supposed to rain in Louisiana. And I think we're going to tie this one off here and get some more thread. I don't like running out of thread. Uh, Sent me some butterflies, some flutterbys. There we go. Okay, here we go. There. Okay. I don't want to pull that so that it, you know, any, okay, I did something with my black handled scissors. There they are. Okay, let's see if we can make Cindy fuss while we try to thread a needle. Thread or a needle, thread or a needle. Much that ought to give us enough to go. There we go. Anywho, I don't know what kind of foolishness Dave is listening to if you hear it in the background. I have the door open. Yep. Have mercy. There. Is that it? No. Somewhere, oh, there it is. I was gonna say, somewhere I got one of those little needle threaders. Somewhere. I used to have it pinned onto my pin cushion, but it fell off and it probably is lost, but I know I have more than one. But anyway, we got it. We got it. That's one of the great things about getting older is being blind as a bat, not being able to see the little things right in front of you. You know, I shouldn't complain because my mother-in-law literally was blind. So, I mean, she had macular degeneration. Is that it? Macular degeneration in both eyes, wet in one eye and dry in the other. And the doctor told us if we made the tiniest pinhole that we could make with our hands together like that, make the tiniest hole, that's all the vision she had. Anyway, so somebody is busy this morning. There we go. Oh, I'm good. I'm good, Angela. Angela wanted to know how I'm doing. Yeah, there we go. I'm not sure what that. I'm not sure if that was meant for me or not. Um, because she told me she was talking to about. Ooh, those butterflies are pretty. Very, very pretty. I like them. Oh, somebody posted. Hold on. Let's see what that is. Okay. Okay. Um, one of my children's church students, and I had her sisters when they were younger. Their house burnt while they were at school yesterday. They lost everything. But I mean, I guess if your house is going to burn, it's better that it burns while you're gone than while you're sleeping, like that you have to wake up and run out in your jammies. At least when you're gone, you've got clothes on and your shoes on, and usually have your phone and all that with you. You don't have a chance, though, to grab anything, any of your memory stuff. But anyway, I need to talk to Miss Tammy. Where am I? There we are. Didn't find my thread. Anyway, yeah, I had all three girls. The baby girl, she's in the nursery still, and I had the little boy too, but he don't enjoy coming very much because he is a little hyper, and sitting still is not his ideal fun. So anyway, but he's a lot better than he was when he was younger. Uh, I like watching them grow up, but then I miss, spring, last spring, my initial group that was part of my kids when I came, some of them graduated, and then this spring, uh, some more will graduate. I'm just like, y'all can't be doing this. Y'all can't be getting this much older and being able to graduate high school. And they don't listen to me. They just keep graduating. Anyway, I don't know how I'm going to decorate this. I did pull out my bag of doilies. I have some teeny tiny doilies, and I think I'm going to put a doily on it. A doily. Now, we're almost all the way around it and have it sewed to this first one. So I have Jassy is one of my partners, and um, Janet Burgess is, I think she's a no return one that I won't get a swap back. She's one of the shut ins. I offered to send to Canada, and she lives in Canada, and I offered to send to Canada. So now I think, now that we've got it all sewed down, that one's going to bother me. And I think we're going to sew across it like this and maybe even make an X just to keep it together in the middle. We may only do it once, but we may do it more than once. You never know with me. And I'm making these stitches really wide, long stitch. Mama calls it long stitching, and some of them call it slow stitch. Mama calls it long stitch because we make great big long stitches. My mama is a quilter. So, hi Bonnie, how are you? What's the weather like where you are? Has it warmed up any? We are melting, melting so much that it sounds like rain dripping off your face. You love your pig? He was cute. I thought he was adorable. So when I saw him, I was like, Bonnie needs him. So, oh, I like that, Zip. I like that. The spirit will provide what the heart most desires as long as it's done in faith and love. I do like that. So we went across that like that. I think we are going to go across that. That'll be cool. And that we need to. And yes, I know that most quilters only do a single thread. I do a double. I do a double because I'm not this. I don't call this quilting. This is just playing. Even though I did put some stuff in the middle, stuffing out of it. I do like it. Okay, that one's cut. Now let's. I've printed your postage. It'll go out when Jared gets up. He'll be up before the mail goes out at 4:30. He's like his mom. He's a night owl, but he stays up into the morning hours like Zippy does. Like zippity doo dah. Bonnie, are you doing Best Swap, the 4x4 quilt square? Are you doing that this month? This is what I'm working on. So I actually used the quilt block. I have a bunch of quilt blocks um in my fabric drawers, and I used a quilt block. So no, you're not doing it. Okay. Okie dokie, we're gonna go right across here. You don't see Shelly? She's laying over here on her back taking a rest. She's just laying right here. I don't have my camera angled real good on to get everything here because this here is a mess. It stays a mess all the time. So anyway, yeah, it, it stays a mess. Anywho, we're going to I got supper out of the freezer. We're going to have. I made pulled pork a couple of weeks. Let's see, uh it was a week ago Saturday, and we ate till we tired of it. And I froze the rest of it. Well, I've pulled it out because we've got potatoes, and we're gonna put potatoes and baked beans and pulled pork on it, and have a pulled pork baked potato for supper. When we lived in right outside of Hot Springs, there's a restaurant in Hot Springs called Smoking in Style, and they have a wonderful baked potato. The only thing that mine needs is some coleslaw. Probably send Jared to KFC and buy me a order of coleslaw. Since I'm living out of a little bitty refrigerator right now, I don't have a lot of refrigerator room for anything left over. So not buying a lot of like salad or coleslaw mixes or anything like that. Did I? Oh, I lost it. That burns, Cindy. Okay, let's put that done with that for now. We want to tie another knot in this, see if we can get it as close as we can. Anywho, you know what I need to do? I need to turn my phone on so I can see the chat in front of my face instead of turning my head. Who likes piggies? There's a bunch of people that you somehow missed the sign up. There's a bunch of people that like piggies. The other day when she was giving out names, she was still taking sign ups, people signing up. So I don't know. You know, you might check with her if you want to make one of these thingamabobs. Okay. Yeah, I made a knot in it, but it wasn't anywhere near where I wanted it. So we're gonna take that and put a little glue right there, and then we're gonna cut it off. I mean, why not? Oops. We need to find our pinking shears and do some pinking around the edge, but we need to make sure we don't cut our into our where we sewed. Right? Let's cut just a little here. There we go. Well, and I've had a water pill this morning, so if I say I gotta go, I'll be right back. Okay? Because I literally mean I gotta go. Oh shoot, Cindy. What are you doing? Why don't you want to cut? I'm on a seam, that's why. I'm on the seam of that quilt block. There, that's a mess. But it's my mess. Look at that. I'm cutting. Just not go. There. Okay. That'll do. That'll do. The chaos and crazy. I'm making a little quilt block. So, last night I was talking about my swap. So I do another swap with another group that I'm part of, another YouTube group, Miss Beth. And our swap in hers this month is a 4x4 quilt square, fabric square that you decorate and send to a partner. So one of my partners is Jassy. That one's too big, but I know I got littler ones in there. Ooh, that one's perfect. That one right there is gonna go on it. Ooh, interesting. What's this? I got some little bitty ones. There. There's another little one. Some of these I got from Aaron, and some of them came from uh what's her name that a bunch of y'all don't like. Um, I shouldn't have said that like that. Um, she sells for vendors. She has vendors and sells for vendors. I know her name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Yeah, she crochets pig. Michelle can crochet anything you want. I do believe she can. That one's too big, but it's awful pretty. Anyway, you know, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Sharon was here, she could tell me in a heartbeat. Hold on. I found a little thing that came out of a package from her just the other day. That's got to put there. What did I do with it? I'm gonna want to use this. You know what? I forgot even all of those tools I needed this sale last month. They'll go in for next month. Here it is. Keisha. Keisha's creation. Right back, y'all. Okay, I'm back. I knocked something in the floor. Oh, this. I got to decide what I want to do with that. You don't know who that is either. This. Let's steal this off of it and put it on ours. I'm not beyond stealing things off of my own things. She sent me a thank you card. There's a thank you note in there. Oh look, it's a little napkin. It says smile. Yeah. But anyway, thinking. Okay, I'm going to use that, but I want to use fabric art tape. Heavy duty double sided special design for fabric. Long lasting adhesive. Everybody give me a thumbs up. Out of breath. I walked fast. To and from. I didn't want my tears running down my legs as we were talking about last night. Anyway, only those wouldn't be tears. I get tickled at Juju. She says, I might have peed a little. Oh. Isn't it grand what our bodies do to us after we start getting older? Why don't they tell us this when we're kids that, hey, when you get older and you need to sneeze, you need to sit down and cross your legs as tight as you can, you know, because otherwise, or if you've heard a really funny joke, sit with your legs crossed tight. Do those Kriegels, girls. Do those Kriegels. Happens to all of us. Yes, it does. I had hoped that since I never had a baby, that I might not have any issues with my bladder being weak or anything. Yeah, right. So the next time somebody says, "Oh, I had 4 babies, that's why I have a weak bladder," I'm just gonna look at them and say, "Yeah, right." It's because you's a woman, honey. It's because you's a woman. Whoa, man. There we go. Now, ooh, that is pretty stiff, but we're gonna just stick a little glue too. I mean, it's glue. It can't hurt, right? It's just a little glue. Not liking that. We're gonna put a bead or something in the middle of that. Maybe a button. I just put my buttons up too. Right. We'll see what's sitting on the desk here. I'm always sticking stuff. I was gonna keep these, but I've decided I'm not gonna keep them. But I don't know if anybody's gonna want them or not. Um, they smell really bad. They smell toxic, noxious. That's a chunk. They smell rather noxious. Let's see this right here. Put one of these right in the middle. Okay, that works. What are they? They're touch up paint, silver touch up paint. Like if you have a silver car, you can touch up the paint on it. Or if you have a silver model car, that's that in there. Slide that in there. How did my dinner turn out last night? It was really good. Really, really good. My husband didn't eat it because he doesn't like rice very well. He likes his rice with butter and sugar on it. He's not real fond of like rice bowls. So mine was real good. Even though my avocado was a little green, it still was really good. Let's see if I can hold just a little bit better. Yep. And some popcorn for a snack later. Let's see. I think we're going to pin this onto this right here. Through that and not through the fabric. Then it can hang down like that. It's got a little pretty little bead. Uh, peace with love. That's cute. So I think that may be all I'm going to do to this side. I think I'm going to turn it over because y'all know I like to decorate both sides of everything. I always have, always will. And put this right here in the middle. And I think we're just going to use this kind of glue right here. And we're going to put a piece of our sticky tape down too. So we're going to put a piece of tape down. Some on these edges. So I made chicken on the griddle. I cook most of my food that I cook on a cast iron griddle. Hey, Texan sugar and butter in your rice. He is a Texican, born in Longview, Texas. Moved to Arkansas when he was 9. And, uh, I can't say he's been here ever since because we've lived all over. No, you know, we've lived in New York State, we've lived in Massachusetts, in Vermont, in Ohio, 2 different places in Ohio, in West Virginia, in Michigan, in Mississippi, Arkansas. Trying to think if I've missed anything. I don't think so. I think I got it all. Okay, Cindy. It would be easier if you'd lay that down and then try to pull your tape off, wouldn't it? Go. Yep. Yay! Praise the Lord, Glitty. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus, for answering our prayers for Glitter. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, good, good Father. That's who you are. Who you are. I was listening to that song this morning. Okay, let's pull out. We still haven't put it away. Every good and perfect gift is from above. That is right, my glitty. So, Glitter's name is also Michelle. Michelle. I'm talking to Michelle Renee right now. Michelle, her name is Michelle Glitter, we call her, but we call her Glitter or Glitty or whatever. So, anyway, ate rice and oatmeal almost every day. Yeah, we ate. My mama cooked breakfast nearly every day. We ate lots of biscuits, lots and lots of biscuits, and lots of fried taters. This is why, yeah. Oh no, your middle name is Renee. My friend Michelle, that's up there, Michelle Cousins. Her middle name, I guess that's her middle name because that's her name on one of the platforms that I talked to her on, and her name is Michelle Renee. So anyway, hmm. See, I would put that on it, and I may put that on for Janet's, but I can't put it on for Miss Things because she don't like pink. However, look at this kitty kitty. Look at it. Ain't it cute? Oh my God. Surely she could overlook a little bit of pink on its little nose and ears. Yeah. We didn't ever get commodities. Um, but people would give us some of that cheese. That's some of the best cheese. Can't find that stuff no more. Don't make that kind of cheese. And I really like, I know that most people don't. I really like the canned beef or canned pork in a can. It makes some good barbecue. Just saying. It does. Oh, there's a cute little kitty, but he's bigger. There's some mermaids. Those all come from Dollar Tree. There's a llama, some cupcakes, and a smiley face. At one point, I had bunches and bunches of them, but I've sold all of them. Those are the last few I have. I need to find me some more. Oh, look, hold on, hold on. Those are cute, but they're too big. That bumblebee might work later. We might think about it. We're gonna lay it out. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? That piece of applique. That came out of my mama's stuff. My mama let me go through all of her appliques and stuff like that. I need to go back and go through them again. Make sure I didn't miss something. Okay. I really, really, really want to put this little kitty right in the middle of that. I just hate that they staple them on. Why in the world? Guess they didn't have no good double stick tape. Gee. It's almost Dave, you're missing lunch o'clock. Hey Annette, how are you, honey? You still got kiddos or done taking them home? I know that Lily said she was going home with you on Sunday. Did you take them back home already? They are home. Y'all have a good time. I know Lily seems to be really enjoying it. So, Dave, did you hear me? Dave got up early too. So yesterday I was telling Zippy, I'm so excited. I don't have to get up early in the morning. I don't have nothing that is just pressing me right. That I got to get up and be at an appointment or anything. And I woke up an hour before my get up time, my normal get up time. I was just like, you got to be kidding me. So. Anyway, there. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna call it done. I'm gonna call it done. I may pull out some embroidery thread and embroidery a flower on it, but right now I'm not. Okay. Uh, that's rice, Dave. We ate. You ate all the chicken and dumplings. There's hot dogs in there. You can have peanut butter and jelly, whatever you want, like that. Um, so yeah, there's cheese for grilled cheese sandwich. I think actually I am going to do um. I'm gonna take me a bright color and make some X's. I think down it. I'm not happy with this edge right here, but it's because of how my quilt block was. So it is just going to have to be. Uh, Glitter Annette is one of my church friends. She goes to church with me. She loves me most days. Most days she loves me. Some days she just tolerates me. And it goes the same both ways, right, Annette? I love to give Annette a hard time. Annette is touchy feely, and y'all know I told y'all I'm not, and she's really working on getting me out of that. Out of that. Uh, She likes to hug me. You love me every day and like me some days. I tell Dave some days I love him by faith. That's not nice, is it, Cindy? Cindy never claimed to be nice. When I tell Dave something and I'll say, that's not nice. And he'll say, well, you never claimed to be nice. He is so correct. I never did. So, anyway, Annette is a California girl, which she's lived in Arkansas a lot, but she's a California girl. She's just a little bit older than me, not much, just a little bit. Where's my needle? Did I put it back in my thing? Didn't I? Because I ran out of it. You'd be hugging and squeezing on me too. I know. You love me only on days that end in Y. Have y'all heard the story about her saying that only on days that end in Y? Made me think of the story about Forrest Gump going to heaven. St. Peter told him when he got to heaven that it was getting a little crowded, so he had to pass a test first. He wanted to ask Forrest Gump, what 2 days start with T? And Forrest said, that's easy, today and tomorrow. And St. Peter looked at him. He said, well, that wasn't what I was thinking, but I'll give it to you. Then he wanted to know how many uh how many seconds are in a year. And Forrest said, oh, that one's easy too. There's 12 seconds in a year. And St. Peter looked at him and said, how did you come up with that? He said, January the 2nd, February the 2nd, March the 2nd. Peter says, okay, I get it. Said, You passed the test, run, Forrest, run. Opened the gates and said, run, Forrest, run. Anyway, it's all how you look at it. That, saying that when I finished X-ray school and I took my registry that you have to pass in order to work most places. Anyway, one of my biggest gripes about that test was it was pick the best answer. Not not pick the correct answer, but pick the best answer. And sometimes there would be more than one right answer. Well, how do you know which one? What you think is best might not be what they think is best, and obviously it wasn't. I took that stupid test 6 times. 6 times. You had to make 75 to pass. And I made 74 out of the 6 times I took it. Yeah, I gave up. I have test anxiety real bad anyway. Uh, I took my driver's test 6 times. I started taking it was when I was 14. I finally passed it when I was 16, but by that time I didn't have to have it was a actual driver's license and not a permit. So anyway, now the driving part I only had to do it once, but the written part it's written test. It's not like own hands practicum tests. Yeah, but the actual, yeah. And with the AART, you had to know a lot about the physical makeup of an X-ray machine, a lot about um, um, the things that you used developing the film. A lot about the chemicals. That was the word I was looking for. The chemicals that you used in the developing the film and all of that. You had to know a lot about that process and stuff. And I'm like, it just seemed ridiculous to me because most hospitals you get all of that stuff pre-mixed, you know, and it just was ridiculous anyway. But the first hospital I worked there for a year, and they said I didn't have to have my ARRT, and that was good until I made one of the doctors mad at me, and then they decided I needed it. I don't know. I mean, I can't figure out why you tell a doctor you hope that somebody calls AMA on him. So and all of a sudden now you need to pass a test. Anyway, just no figuring out people, is there? Uh, but God knew. But we don't talk about that with my mama because it aggravates her that I went to school and we all paid the price for me to go to school and then I didn't ever do it, but just a year afterwards. So we don't talk about that. Funny thing is, I have two cousins that went to X-ray school that both of them still working, and one of them, well, she does ultrasounds now, those ultrasounds out at the hospital here. And today is her birthday, which I know she's not going to be watching this, but happy birthday to Karen, my cousin. Anyway, but then the other one works up at the orthopedic clinic where my mom sees the bone doctor, where the guy that did her replaced her hip. So, and speaking of replacing that cousin, she just had her 40th birthday and she just had her shoulder replaced, shoulder surgery, not replaced. Was it replaced? Yeah, she had a shoulder joint thing. Anyway, anyhow, so years of playing ball. Did Michelle leave? Michelle, Renee? Michelle, Caleb's mama, Michelle, did you leave, honey? I got that one off wonky donkey, but I'm going to trim it off. It'll be okay. That Michelle Renee. But you're glitter to me. You're not Michelle Renee. You're glitter. My other friend that was here, Michelle Cozen, she's Michelle Renee. You're glitty. Okay. Hi Edna, how are you today? You got grandbabies today? Are you live tonight? Are you live tonight? Are we still having a sale or are we crafting tonight? Are you having a sale or are you crafting tonight? Guys, if you love Native American jewelry, Edna makes beautiful things. If you love other kinds of jewelry, she makes beautiful other kinds of jewelry too. So, glitty. You just thinking about making tonight? Okay. I'll come over and harass you a little bit. Make you laugh. I love my friend Edna. She's such a sweetheart. I love all of y'all. I do. Y'all kind of have kept me sane. And I know that some of y'all still question that, but I have been tested. I have been tested. I'm not crazy. Uh, there we go. Okay, get it. Okay. I really haven't been tested. I just say that because that's what Sheldon always said in that silly show. Big Bang Theory is the silliest show. I still can't believe I watched nearly all of it. We've helped you through some tough times. Well, I'm glad. So I really need to sew down this other half, but I think I'm going to come in here and sew there and there like that. We'll just, we just do it a little bit different. We're just playing. We're just making little fabric squares. We finished this one. It's got a little dolly on it. It's got a little pin. We're gonna crisscross embroidery something on here with something bright. And then on the back it's got a little dolly and a little kitty cat. Little kitty cat. Hey kitty kitty. I better not say that too loud. You know who will get mad and come in there and bark at me. Him don't like kitties. He don't like for me to talk to the kitty. Well, I should say what I should say. Now let's see if we can get that little bitty thread through that little bitty eye. Did we? Yes, we did. Woo, first try and everything. Look at us go. Auntie Cindy, hi Betsy. Oh, they heard me calling. Hi Betsy, hi sweetie. Hi Tilly. Kitty kitties. Meow meow meow. Y'all know. So my dog, I don't know if anybody else's dog does this. Uh for the first 5 years of his life, he ate cat food. No matter what we would do, he would still eat the cat food and steal it. So we changed him over to dog food because to wet dog food because I did not want him eating cat food. And he will eat dog food if it's nice and wet. But he gets nitpicky about it. And so this morning, and y'all don't laugh at me, okay? Sometimes I have to pick up the chunks of dog food and let him eat it out of my hand because he's a little bit spoilt. A little bit. So I'll pick it up and feed it. Well, he wasn't having it like that this morning. So I know cat food is horrible for dogs. So he wouldn't eat it. So I had this brilliant idea that I would put milk on it and see if he would eat it then. Well, he licked up the milk, but he didn't eat the cat food. I mean, didn't eat the dog food. So, and the cat will come and try to eat the dog food because the cat is a glutton. He is. He scarfs down his food like he's starving to death. And y'all have heard him yow yow when he gets out. He cries like he's not ate in 100 years. And then you feed him and he scarfs it down so fast, and then he throws it up. You have to clean his mess up because for some reason he won't clean up after himself. Can't figure that one out. But the Bible only says that dogs return to their vomit. It don't say cats do. But Shad, Rassy don't. He won't. He don't. When he throws up, he don't go back and eat it. Shame free. Oh, we were cooking food for Rassy and he wouldn't eat it. Yeah. I was cooking meat, ground beef and sweet potatoes. I put sweet potatoes in it. And what else did I put in it? I put some green beans and I cooked all of that and then ground it all together real good. And no, he wouldn't eat it. Nope. Yep. Nope. He wouldn't have it. He likes to eat off of our plate. He likes to eat off of our plates. So he looks real pitiful at you if you don't give him no food. So he's a mess. He's rotten. He's got that one eye that's janky. And anyway, he it always looks like he's crying out of it. That just tears Mama's heart up. Mom don't want her puppy to cry. So, he's a mess. They only want to eat treats. Now, Rassy, I do give Rassy a treat that is a probiotic and a prebiotic treat. Uh, and it has helped him a lot with his itching, a whole lot. So anyway, and canned tuna. Mom feeds her cat Purina cat food. What else? Okay. Load. There's my big cushion there. Let's take the pink and shears to this right here because see we got a long overhang. We got it messed up there. There we go. There's that one. There's that one. Hey Jessica, how are you, honey? There goes. One more and we'll be done. Okay, now you know what I was sitting here thinking. I want to do that embroidery thread, but I've got to think about where my embroidery, where my oh, I know where it is. I think I know where it is. Now that I think about it, I think it's over there on top of my other case of washi tape. So, do we want to do another doily on it? Maybe another little doily. Some of these have little cut edges, but if we glue it down, we can glue the cut edge down too, don't can't we? Or do we want to put a big butterfly on it? Ooh, that big butterfly looks real pretty with the little blue dots, doesn't it? Maybe we want to do that. Is that an iron-on applique? Let's see. Hold on just a second, guys. No, it don't get waxy. There. You're painting and drinking cappuccino. I'm drinking unsweet tea. I like sweet tea and I like unsweet tea. I'll take unsweet if there's no sweet. But we don't sweeten our tea. Love sweet tea. Most of our sweet tea comes from Sonic because, I live in Arkansas and we have Sonic and we have happy hour. Yep, that's all I'm gonna do on that side. Isn't it cute? On this side we will do this. We'll put this one over here like that. And maybe we will what to do. Maybe we will oh, let me look in my um, bling drawer. Bling drawers. You know, when it runs. I'm just looking, guys. I'll be right back over there. Okay, I think this bucket we want. Okay, we could do this. We'll get us a jump ring. I mean, a bulb pin. And just see here how small of a key I have. I think I used all of my little bitty ones up. No, hold on. Hold on to what you know. There we go. That's a teeny tiny key, isn't it? I don't know if y'all can see in this or not. Let me turn it around so y'all can see. These are just pieces of jewelry, broken pieces of jewelry. Oh, that little owl is cute. Uh, hum. Diddy 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 hum. That. It's a mermaid. Mermaid. I want that. And I want to put that little key back and I want to change out my bulb pen with a copper one. Okay. And I was thought about using one of these, but I've decided I'm not going to use one of those. But I am going to use one of these. And actually, I may use more than one of these. Let's do one of those little bitty ones and one of the bigger ones. I don't know what these are. They come from copper ceiling washers. Yeah, they're just little washers. They're 20 of each kind. So anyway, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna glue this down. Do we want to glue it in the middle or up in the corner? Belly's hungry. Growling. I don't know what I'm gonna eat for lunch. I don't want to grill cheese. Somebody bought the wrong kind of cheese. I am not a cheese snob, but when it comes to the what I call what I call the plastic cheese, I only like certain kinds of plastic cheese. I will eat the Sam's brand, no, the Walmart brand. What that is. I will eat the Walmart brand, but I don't like the Dollar General brand. If we're having to buy it at Dollar General, I want the Borden's brand. And I forgot to tell El Sano that. Forgot to tell the J Rod that. Bought El Dollar Tree. I mean Dollar General, not Dollar Tree. I'm gonna buy cheese at Dollar Tree. That ain't real cheese at all. It's worse than plastic. Did any of y'all? Hi, Jen what you doing? Did any of y'all see any of those videos that were going around on the World Wide Web during the snowstorm about them showing how the snow wasn't melting when they put a uh, put a thing to it, put fire to it? They were saying it was plastic snow. I thought that was so weird. First of all, why would you even think to do that? And second of all, why would anybody want to make us a bunch of plastic snow? Oh, I mean, I heard crazy things like that it was all somebody's fault that they created that snow. I was just like, wait, hold on, hold on. Yeah, you don't want to catch yourself on fire. Cindy did. There we go. I was gonna say you put it on wrong, but it flipped. They have to flip it again. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull it off and put it back on the other way. Put it on like that, so it lays like that. Now let's put our little copper things back on, and now let's stick it back through there. So, Jen, if you're wondering what I'm making, it's a 4x4 quilt block, fabric block for Beth's trade. There we go. I don't even know what that says. Does it say Christmas? No. It says courage. I thought when I looked at it first, I'm laughing at myself. I thought it said cow rags, and I'm like, what the world is a cow rag? But I was wrong. It said courage. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I told y'all that I'm that goofy. That I am that goofy. We need something to sit right there. What do we need? Look at this little dog. I'm not going to put him on there, but look at him. Ain't he cute? We're going to put this right here on there. Yes. It needs a little bling and it's got a little bit of a copper look to it. So we're going to glue her down. Cow rag. I know. Y'all just come for the show. Y'all don't even care what I'm making. You just come to laugh at the goofy things I say. I know. I know. That's okay. That's okay. I've been laughed at for years. So there we go. I like that. I like the back side and I like the front side. So I do want to do some cross stitching here. What in Sam Bass? Sam Bass? It's Sam Hill. What in Sam Hill is a cow rag? Well, it's a rag you wash a cow with. Hadn't you ever seen people milk a cow? They take that little rag and wash their little udder. Udder. Kind of like butter. Only it's udder. Green drawer here. Go back in there. You go back in there. You go back in there. Let's see if we can get you closed. Oh, let's have a piece of this. Maybe we want a piece of this on one of them. We'll see. Right here. I was right. That's right. This is where all my crochet embroidery thread is. And I have a bunch of things to wrap with. Okay. We want this purpley piece right here. And you silly old woman. Now they're all glued together. Why are they all glued together? We ain't playing that game, Homer. There we go. Gimme it. Oh, dad burn. There's one. They're really close. Let's not unwrap that one. Y'all can see I'm not a crochet embroidery aficionado because most people wouldn't keep their thread in that kind of disarray. I shut the I shut the top of it and I'm happy. So, who's my best group partner? Uh, Jassy and Janet Burgess. You might go back to sleep soon. Are you tired, honey? Zippy's been up nearly all night, not being able to sleep. Janet Burgess is in Canada, and Jassy's up. Did I say Jassy or did I say Zippy? It's Jassy. This is why we're doing purple. You like this right here? I just pulled it out of the drawer. I think I'm going to put maybe some of it over on this side of this one. I'm not sure. Get our eyes going the right way. Sometimes they don't. You got the flu. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just did that. Body aches and tired and not hungry. Did you go to the doctor? Now, I'm not a huge doctor fan, so I'm not pushing for you to go to the doctor, but I'm just asking, did you go to the doctor? Because I'm nosy. My thing has always been, if I want to know, I should ask. I should never just assume something. Just ask. Most of the time, people will tell you, and if they don't tell you, then they can say it's none of your business. They say that some of those flu strains that's going around right now are horrible. I'm not sure about my. I'm not sure about my crisscross stitching. But we're gonna try it. India is on lockdown because of the flu. Oh my lord, Cindy. Okay, let's just pretend like we know what we're doing here. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna go this way. Good thing I no, I knew. Oh, don't say that. And good thing I wasn't planning on going to India anytime soon. They better keep it over there. Don't buy nothing from India, okay? Oh, that's not nice. I shouldn't say that. But shop American. Rebuke any kind of yucky viruses. Jesus' name, I rebuke them. Yeah, my crochet, my embroidery skills are vile. I mean, like vile. Let's do this. Let's see if we can. Project 2026. We're gonna pull this all out. Hopefully, we can get it all out. Trying anyway. Oh goodness. Okay. Maybe we just trim it down real close, and I'll be able to notice that we did just a horrible job there. And then we'll take this, and that's our extra piece there. And we'll just sew around this, okay? Just like a slow stitch. My question up there. I'll throw it hat. No, no, go to the doctor. They won't do anything. Okay, I see. We're just going to do this. Just some slow stitching with embroidery thread. Make it look a little different. Mm, I must be through. Yep, I was through that fully. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Miss Cindy, Auntie Cindy forgot your treats this last time. Had your package all. I had your. Not only did I forget the kitty's treats, I forgot I had a bunch of kitty cat stickers laid aside for you, and I got your thing all sealed up, and I was like, actually, I'm not sure if it wasn't the next day that after he had done taking it that I saw that I forgot to put your kitty cat stickers in. But I've saved them. I've put them to the side so that the next time I send you something, hopefully I'll remember. Will you remind me? Just remind me. Are you following Jen around? Okay. I don't know if you were in here the night that I was telling the story about talking to my friend that lives on the other side of the big city that you live in by. She lives to the other side. I can't remember if you live north or south. Whichever direction you live, she lives the opposite direction. Anyway, I called off the name of your town, and she and we Marco Polo talk. Me and her Marco Polo talk, and she messaged me back. She said, "If you're talking about," and then she spelled the name of your city. She says you're saying it wrong. She told me how I'm supposed to say it. I'll have to go back and watch it because I don't remember how I'm supposed to say it now. But anyway, I was like, well, I speak Arkansan. I say it phonetically. So there we go. Yeah, mine is about right there with it. I'm not even sure we hit a gnat, the length of a gnat behind. But anyways, there. Okay, so that is as dumb can be, but it is done. I did it. Hi, Angie. That's Angela, not Angie. Angie, not real Angie. That's Angela. She is a real Angie. But speaking of Angies, I haven't noticed our bowl Angie around in a while. Has anybody seen her? Have we seen the bowl Angie in a while? I didn't notice her at Juju's last night or the night before, but I only went in Sunday night for just a little bit. I was tired. Sundays about does me in, all those chillings. Only had 14 Sundays, so there we go. I'm making my swap for Beth's thing, and I think we're going to do this right here. Let's find the end of this. 14 sounds like a packed house. It's really not. I normally have about 22 in my age group, and then in the toddler age group, there's usually 6 to 7. So, okay, that there, there. 'Kay. Oh, it's not me by myself. It's not me by myself. I have me and Dave, and then I have two other adult workers, and then I usually have 1 to 2 teenagers. So yeah, it's not me by myself. No, I have a team. I have a team. So I think this is going to be. I think this is going to be this one, and this one is going to be for Jassy. Even though it's got pink ears and the kitty cat, hopefully she'll forgive me for the pink ears and the kitty cat. Okay, and I think this one's going to be for Janet Burgess. And I was thinking of maybe going down the edge of this with some of this trim right here. But does it get lost on this side? Does it get lost on that side? Let me look in the screen. Not really. But you know what? Let's do this. Do this. Make it look a little dirty. Then it won't get lost, will it? Put some ink on it. Then it'll show up better. Watch it blend in worse. What is to do? To do is an app where you can sell handcrafted things. Is my understanding. I don't know it. It's a selling app. There, is that better? You know what? I think it blends in worse. Let's see. What about on this side? It's too close to my tail. Is it trustworthy? Yes, I would say it's trustworthy. I don't know that for a fact, but I see a lot of talk about it. I see a lot of people talk about it. Do I like it up there? Do I like it up there? Vertical. Uh, uh, I don't like that, definitely. Do I want it over here? Do I want to just save that piece for another time? I can live with it over here. Got a letter from Dave's insurance yesterday. So the one is canceled, but we hadn't got a letter saying the new one is in effect. But the informed delivery shows that it's supposed to be here. Chelsea, what I did after I had inked that, now I've turned it back over to the white side. There we go. There we go. Okay, we'll let that set up, and I think that'll be good. I think I'm going to call these done. And it just took me an hour and a half to make two little squares. Actually, it probably didn't take that long. I just talked a lot. Can y'all imagine that I would talk a lot? I know it's hard to believe that I would talk a lot. I don't need no comments from the peanut gallery. That's what I tell Dave when he starts smart mouthing at me. I don't need no comments from the peanut gallery on that one. It's real funny. As much of a people person that I am, how life has changed me into not being such a peoply person anymore. Used to, I just loved being around people. Now, I was getting a little stir crazy at the end of the snow week because I couldn't get out of the house, but otherwise, I love y'all because y'all on that side of the screen and y'all don't want to hug me. I hang up, don't I? I was thinking, did I want to stick one of these on one of my pins? What do you think? This one. Now, every time I see glitter, I'm going to think about her hugging me. Annette probably left. She's probably just saving up a whole bunch of hugs for me for Wednesday night. She come in and hugged me while I was talking to the kids. I was talking to some of my kids, and she walked up and she said, she said, "Can I get a hug from her?" And he thought she wanted a hug from him, so he offered to hug her. So anyway, it was one of my twins. They're good, good little boys. Oh, I like that. What do y'all think about that? I like that. That's cute. Let's ink the edge of it. Look, you can make art out of anything, right? There we go. Now we're going to address these and put some stamps on them. Actually, we're probably going to have to print Janet's, because it's going to Canada. We have to print hers, Jesse's too. Well, we're not going to put them in an envelope right now because they're still a little damp. Where's our bag of Angela? Close your eyes. Porter? Who, me? Nah. Oops, Shelly's done falling over on her back. She's just lazy today. She just wants to take a nap. Is safe through the screen, screen of you squeezing me. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I appreciated each and every one of you being here. I am offering praises for Glitter's good news. I am praying for my friend Angela, who is not feeling well, my friend Zippy, who's not feeling well, who needs some rest. And yeah, y'all just have a wonderful day. I will be back on Thursday with a prayer, with a Bible study. I may take y'all to church with me. We may stay here. We'll see what Wednesday brings, but maybe at church. So you love the squares, aren't they cute? So I haven't forgot I'm going to make you something, Glitty. I am. I haven't forgot you. So I am going to make you. I think I'm going to make you a folio. So a folio. Zip's journal is all finished, and I did not do a final flip through because I'd showed most of it to y'all as we went along, and so it's all addressed and ready to fly. So Mr. Man will take it to the thing after a while. I thought about using these, but here's the deal: I couldn't get a full dress in it. Well, that one there is almost a full dress, but not quite. So I'll save it for something else. Okay, you're gonna close your eyes. Okay. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon. I love y'all. Be blessed. Akuna Matata, Defina McGill, all of those words. Okay. And if y'all don't know what Defina McGill means, it is a Gaelic word that means a blessing I was not looking for. There you go. And Akuna Matata means no worries. So there you go. Thumbs up, everybody. I appreciate it. If after this is over, if you just get a wild hair and would like to hop this video, hop away. Hop away. So, anyway, thanks. I appreciate you all. Love you. Bye.